Okay.
So, hi, and welcome back to the Untamed Spirits Whiskey Podcast.
I'm Danny.
I'm Lee. So we have just reviewed the Glenlivet 12.
Yep.
Sitting down there. It was
Okay.
okay. It was alright. It was
Okay.
It was okay.
Okay.
It was slightly above me.
Yeah. It was an alright dram. A decent enough dram. You can watch a review for that in the previous episode if you missed it, or you want to, or don't. I don't care.
Yeah.
Actually, I do. Fuck you. No. So yeah, no. It's it was.
It was.
Yeah.
The thing that is.
It was a whiskey.
Yeah.
But it's not trying to be anything else, so
No.
I appreciated it.
So yeah. It's what we call
A beginner dram.
a beginner dram.
So
Jinx.
your mum says hi, Jinx. No, so today's episode,
We're going to talk about beginner's drams.
beginners drams,
Just a wee chat.
are sort of entries, or what we consider entries, both. What got us into whiskey, because it's not always a straightforward. You don't wake up one morning and just
No.
decide, well, I love whiskey. You don't turn 18 and go, yeah, I'll forget about that Jaeger bomb. give me some of that classy dram action.
Yeah.
That's not how life works.
No.
Um,
Usually you take something and you go, oh, that's rotten.
Yeah, yeah.
And then a couple of years later
Yeah.
you might try one again.
And you know, you don't always realise that there's more to whiskey than just what goes down your gullet. It's there's a way to taste it. There's a flavour experience to it.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
It's not just for drinking and getting pissed.
It gets very interesting when you get into it.
When you can develop an appreciation for it,
Yeah.
absolutely.
You acquire a taste.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I says, I don't think you're just you don't just wake up and go,
No.
aye, that's me whiskey.
No.
I'm into whiskey now.
No,
So yeah, Well, we start with talking about beginner drams then.
Okay, so Glenlivet 12,
Glenlivet 12.
a prime example.
Yeah, that'd be a good beginner dram. That's
Yeah.
something you would say. I would say you would try and
This is the thing, I'm still sipping away at that, and I'm enjoying it.
Yeah.
I do like it.
Yeah.
I do like it.
I finished mine.
You did?
Because I'm a greedy fucker.
Yeah.
And that's just how life works.
Glenfiddich 12.
Glenfiddich, or is there not a Glenfiddich 10?
No, 12.
Really, there's no 10?
No 10. 12 sounds better than 10 as well.
It does, but I thought there'd be a...
You'll get ones like... Because Glenfiddich also do other wee non-age statement ones, but
Yeah.
some of them are also higher percentage.
Right, okay.
But like, yeah, to get the Founder's Reserve, ones like that though, I don't class in the beginner's whiskey, because they're just the cheap stuff that they're putting out just to get some extra cash, in my opinion.
Fair.
Or it's stuff that hasn't worked right.
Right, okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we don't really want to use it for our main stuff. So let's just put a wee. Oh, it's a limited edition. You know. Another one, Glenmorangie.
Glenmorangie, the free Glens. There's more Glens.
Oh,
there's lots of Glens in Scotland, and that means there's a lot of whiskies with Glen at the start of it. Glenallachie, Glenfarclas.
Keep going.
Well, we've already said the others free. So
I
they
know
were just there is others. They were just the other two that came to mind when I Glen Scotia,
Glen Scotia,
which is not a beginner dram and is quite tasty.
I do really like Glen Scotia.
Yep. However,
not
beginner dram.
Beginner dram. So, what was yours? What got you into whiskey?
Right. So it's difficult to say. I know what started going beyond your beginner sort of drams. I know my first one that I would consider a bit more, maybe still beginner level, but delving a bit more into like, oh, I like this and this is different and what's going on here kind of thing.
Yeah.
So mine would have been an Aberlour 12.
Right. Okay.
So that was the first dram I had that wasn't, say, just your Glenfiddich, Glenmorangie. Whoops.
Are you breaking things?
Yeah, I've talked with my hands and this wire's in front of me. It's not the most professional setup here yet, guys. We are slowly working on it. Look, we've got 2 tables now, and this poster, which the light is sparkling off and ruining. Yeah, we're working on it.
We're trying.
You know, we're new to this. So we're just trying not to fail as a podcast, which would be saying something,
Yes.
which is being an achievement in itself, okay? So, yeah, bear with us. This whole setup will slowly improve. We'll even have matching mics at one point.
At some point, yeah. At some point.
But not now. So, yeah,
Aberlour
12. I just thought it had a few more things going on with it. It was maybe had a wee sweeter note, had a gingery note to it, had a sort of spice to it.
Well, it's a kind of bigger sherry.
Yeah,
style.
So it had a big sweet hit, and I really liked it. I loved the bottle as well because it has that massive sort of cork, or they did the massive corks in the top. Do you know what I'm talking? Do you remember?
No, I know what you mean. It
had the massive like wooden cork at the top of it, and then I remember my mate Andy, because he knew I liked it. I don't know how, maybe my 21st something got us like a bottle of the 15, and that was even lovelier. But yeah, before that, I'd always like sort of tried every now and then like a wee Glenfiddich or a Glenmorangie, and had a couple of those bought for me when people thought, oh well, he's drinking that, and I guess also Talisker. So I don't know if Talisker quite falls into beginner dram area.
Well,
I guess I and no.
It depends if Talisker 10 is actually what got me into the whiskey.
Right.
I think like the first time I tried, this is out with like your standard pub ones like Bells and Grouse and stuff like that. I had tried something that was heavily peated and I thought it was disgusting. I don't know for definite what it was.
Probably Lafroig.
It might have been Lafroig. It might have been Lagavulin. It might have been a Lagavulin, but
I
at
always
the
say
time,
Lafroig because I think Lafroig's more common.
I was considerably younger at the time, and it was when I worked in a bar, and I know we served. I know we sold both at the time, so I think it was one of them. In my head, for some reason, I actually thought it was a bourbon I was given. That's how stupid I was in the day, but I didn't like it. It wasn't for me, and it wasn't until 2020 was when I would only have like a whiskey at it became my funeral drink.
Oh, fair.
At a funeral, I would have a wee whiskey, and it was usually pish. But 2020, during lockdown, when things eased up a bit and you could start seeing friends like in your wee small bubbles and stuff like that, went to a friend's house and another friend that came over had brought a bottle of Talisker 10. I was like, can I try it? Had a wee sip, was like, and I had another wee sip, was like, oh. Had another wee sip, was like, that's actually not bad. You know what, I'm going to put a wee touch of water in this, see what that does. And it's like, oh, I actually really like that.
And that was Talisker 10?
That was Talisker 10.
See, I've had Talisker somewhat got me in the door as well because that's my dad's favourite whiskey.
Right.
So my dad quite likes his whiskey. Like not like an aficionado. He's just always liked like a dram, and you know, in more recent years he's gotten a bit more exotic with it as well. You know, I don't know if it's maybe just the availability of it and you know, and us going to the whiskey festival became our wee tradition and stuff together as well. But yeah, he got me into the. Well, I got into I like Talisker after sort of drinking it with my dad kind of thing as well, sort of, and sort of having a few drams sort of Christmas and went, oh, you know what, I actually quite like that as well. And
So also a wee bit of kind of nostalgia in with
Yeah.
Talisker for you as well.
I think in whiskey in general, I'll always maybe relate it somewhat to having a couple of drams with my dad as well. You know, because it was just something that we've always kind of did and bonded over. So
That's nice.
Nice, yeah. But aye,
See, the Talisker,
Talisker 10.
Talisker 10, I think, is a good one if you've had, say, like a Glenlivet, or something like that, and you're like, right, I want to try and
Something
look into
that's
kind of
slightly different.
going into kind of peated. I would recommend Talisker 10.
Yeah.
It's one of these ones I think it's got a little bit of everything in it.
Yeah, it's got that sort of famously got the sort of seaside salt.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you've got that sort of sea saltiness coming through in it, as well as a bit of the smoke and
Yeah.
again, yeah. I'll need
it's
to have
one-
another tram of Talisker to remind myself what else I get from it, but
I-
I always remember the sea salt standing out.
Yeah,
And that's been their big marketing thing as
with
well.
a bit of water, and you just let it sit for like 20 minutes, something like that. It starts to get really sweet, I find. Which you don't get initially. There's a slight sweetness to it.
There's a slight
but
sweetness. and
It
you
starts to kind of open up a wee bit more.
get maybe closer to the sort of salted caramel kind of side of things.
Aye, kind of going that way. I think Talisker's a good one when you go through, say, like the next stage. You want to kind of broaden the horizon a wee bit. Talisker, I think, is a good one. Some people say Lafroig 10 is what got them into whiskey. Now, you know I love Lafroig, you hate Lafroig.
Yep.
I would not recommend Lafroig to someone getting into whiskey. I would not recommend it.
I'll be honest, I remember being at the rugby club on Christmas Eve, because I used to be a rugby lad. And
Back in the day.
Back in the day. So I think I was being about 20, 21. And we're doing it at the club. And it was sort of like a wee Christmas Eve tradition. You go down, you get pished, you go out, you play a fun game of rugby in the snow.
Of course.
Aye.
Something you definitely wouldn't do now.
Yeah, so I remember. I'll tell you a story. So I remember we're going to go and do the fun game, and there's a guy that's a member of the club, and he was an ex-para, and unfortunately lost both his legs in a sort of stepping on a bomb kind of thing.
Sure.
And he was playing with the sort of blades that you get. And I think he's an athlete and stuff now as well, for the sort of like, you know, like that kind of like. But anyway, so was it playing the place where he had the ball and he was running the ball, something like that. Can I tackle him? Is this ethical? Is it more ethical if I don't? Is it more ethical if I do? You know, this stuff going through my head. Like, is it more right or wrong to tackle the man with no legs that's playing rugby right now? So, yeah. I think somebody else made the tackle, and I thought, well, it's all right then. So that was okay. I let somebody else solve that moral conundrum for me. Yeah, so, aye. And then, so we go back into the changing room, and that's right, there's bottles of whiskey, boys, and it's the Quake. So, and then the Quake, they're all passing me the Quake. I'm like, oh, I like a wee whiskey, you know. Not terrible into my whiskey, but you know, I liked a wee dram every now and then of just whatever was going.
Yeah.
Probably at the stage where I thought Macallan 10 was one of the best things I'd ever had. You know. So I was like, I took a swig of it, and I was like. And it was Lafroig, and I was like, oh, that's fucking horrendous. What is that?
It's a shock to the system.
Aye. Nah.
Just no.
Just nah. Did not vibe with me at all. It could be because I was already fucking freezing for going and playing rugby in the snow.
See, I think Lafroig's
maybe half pished already.
That's a good setting for Lafroig.
Aye. And I just, no. It just was absolutely bouffing. But again, this was at the time when the bar was serving cheeky Vimtos and I was getting tanned on them. So, you know, maybe I didn't have the most developed palate at that time either, but that's what put me off Lafroig.
Fair dues.
So I cannot see that being a beginner gram for anyone. It is such a big hit.
Yeah, that's why I would never recommend it as a kind of an entry dram. But some people, like Lafroig's what got them into whiskey. It's
strange.
It's just
hey,
people's
each to their own.
Yeah,
each to their own. like I said, for me, Aberlour's when I sort of started this to get more into whiskey, and what sort of that made me start developing a taste and palate for different things.
See,
Yeah.
there's two I would recommend out with like your Fiddy and Livets,
Morangi
but
or Morangi.
two that I would
Morangi?
Glenmorangie.
Glenmorangie, yeah. Aye.
Anywho,
Yeah.
so you just totally threw me there. But yeah, two I would recommend for something that's entry but more interesting, far more interesting. Aaron 10's always a good one.
Aaron do some great stuff.
They do some damn good stuff.
Yeah.
Other than that, though, a knock, which I don't think you've had.
No.
A knock 12, I would recommend because it's 40%.
Mm-hmm.
I think it is, although it is chill filtered. I can't remember if it's natural colour or not, but I know there's the knock 12, the 18, and the 24. I've not had the 24. The 18 is very nice.
Mm-hmm.
Both of them are unchill filtered, 46%. But the 12 it is one that they're going, no, it's a lower percentage. It's like, don't be afraid. Take a wee sip of this, see what you think, then try the other ones. It's basically how I look at a knock 12. But a knock 12 is far more complex than the likes of this.
Uh-huh.
There's a lot more going on in it. It's lovely.
Fair.
It's a very, very nice one. It's one that a knock is one I would like to do a review of at some point, because it's been a while.
How's the pricing of those though? Because I think for a beginner dram, you're going to need something that's cheap to decide if you like it or not.
A knock,
You're not going to go and buy an £80 bottle of whiskey if you don't even know if you like whiskey yet or not.
no. A knock 12, I think, if you shop around, and that's including the likes of deals on Amazon,
Yeah.
and stuff like that, you will get a knock 12 for about 30 quid.
That's not too bad then.
It's not too bad at all. I think at full retail it's probably about 40. Again, it's not ridiculously priced, but it is, for some people it's going to be slightly
Be just
higher.
too much.
You wouldn't want to buy a bottle of it and then find out you didn't like it.
I think at the £40 price point, you're talking more people that are now know that they like some whiskey and maybe are looking to venture.
Yeah, it's like that kind of, that's the next step.
For me, that's where that price point is.
Yeah.
Again, depending on other people's individual circumstances, they could be much richer, and £40 is but a pittance to them. Not for me. Not for me. £40 is it's a wee bit of money for me.
Yeah, I mean, like, I didn't want to take a punt on bottles, like spending like 40 quid on something you don't know if you like it. So that's why I started getting wee sample drams online through the likes of like Master of Malt and stuff like that, and getting drinks by the dram, stuff like that. And that's where I started trying all these different ones, and I started finding what do I like, what do I not like, what I then find maybe a bit overrated from what I'd heard, kind of things like that. That's how I tried a Nog 18, and I thought it was really good. It's not like hugely exciting, it's not like punch you in the face kind of thing, but it's just a very nice, well made whiskey.
Fair.
It is a higher price point, the 18-year-old, and then obviously the 24.
Of course.
Because I think the 18 is about £100.
Right.
The 24, I think, is about 150 to 100 and I'll just say 170. I don't know. I think I've seen it for about 150 at some places at points, but I've yet to try that. But I've heard the 24 is a very good one.
Fair enough. Lovely.
One I used to like, and now I think is genuinely terrible. And that's, I think there's two reasons for that. One is my palate has changed. I'm now looking for better stuff. But also I think their quality has completely diminished.
I know what you're talking about already.
I don't think you do. Who do you think I'm going to
I
say?
think it's the Isla one that you don't like anymore.
No,
So it's not Ardbeg that we're talking about then.
it's not our bed we're talking about.
Oh,
That.
okay.
That's another episode. No, Crag and Moor.
Crag and Moor. I've heard the name. I don't think I've ever actually tried them though.
I
I think I can imagine.
I wouldn't
both.
recommend trying it. I don't see any point in it. It's one early when I was getting into whiskey, I was like, oh, that's actually quite nice. But then trying it another couple of times, in my opinion, it's just got worse. There's you take a sip, and then it's over. There's like no development in it. There's a middle section of tasting it that's just not there.
Right. Oh. Okay.
There's a beginning and then there's a finish. A little bit of water starts to bring in something, but it's just not enough. It's just very disappointing. And funnily enough, it's Diageo. I just have a feeling that Diageo, and I know I'm not alone here, Diageo go for the mass-produced, sanitize, have everything the same, try and charge as much money as they can for their stuff, but as big a drinks company as they are, they're not actually interested in drink, if that makes sense. They don't really care about the quality of it.
I think, yeah, there's probably a lot of truth in that.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I think that the charge as much as you can is largely getting debunked now by a lot of these smaller distilleries that we spoke about.
Well, you see, like, I'll keep talking about Diageo. They do like their the yearly limited editions, like the special editions that they do, and they've got the fancy labels and the fancy boxes and stuff on them.
Yeah, I
and it's
saw one for Glenmorangie. No, aye.
Oh, they do one for. There's Lagavulin, Oban, Mortlach, Cragganmore, Kalila, and is it like Singleton and stuff like that?
Yeah,
or something
well,
like that.
I saw one.
They're all plummeting in price.
Is Glenmorangie also Diageo?
No,
Who's
no,
Glenmorangie?
No, Glenmorangie is. Is it Moët and Chandon?
Moët and Chandon.
No, the Louis Vuitton thing, because they.
Right,
it's
yeah.
the same as Ardbeg.
So, I mean, I had to go and pick up a quick bottle of whiskey for my grand's birthday. Shuggy boy likes a wee dram as well. Doesn't have the most developed palate, but and again, it just takes a dram really. But
He likes his Macallan though.
he does. He also likes what is it? Glenorchy, the little whiskey.
Nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with it, but it's just that's his favourite thing in the world, like Glenorchy. And I'm like, okay,
it might be a one of these hidden gems.
yeah. I think that's actually won an award, so maybe. But yeah, so he likes his Glenorchy, and I got him. So anyway, getting off track here. So anyway, wee Shuggy boy, his birthday. I think right. I've left it a bit late, and I need to go and grab something. I was going to get my bottle of whiskey anyway. I'll jump along and see what there is at the sort of higher end of the supermarket sort of prices at the minute. I was looking, and it's 2 bottles of Glenmorangie 12, both with the same shit in them, but the bottle that didn't have a fucking fancy design to the cardboard was like a tenner cheaper for just your standard with the 12 on it. I was like, what is going on here? Because I looked at it.
Was it the
like,
old label and the new branding that they've got now?
No, it was.
I don't like the new branding.
I don't even know if it's new, but I think the new brand might just be the old bottle or fucking. It was just orange, you know.
Right. Okay.
Do you know what I mean? And it just says it's got Glenmorangie 12 on it, and it's, it's nice. Is it Glenmorangie 12, or was it the 15? Might even have been the 15. I'm not sure.
Let me see. I'm doing a wee live Google search here.
I might actually have got him the 15 because it was his birthday, and I think they had the two of them, and one of them had a fancy like.
Right, so that's the new branding that they've gone with.
Right, so that was the one that was cheaper.
That was cheaper
than this special edition. The whiskey wasn't special edition.
Was it that?
No.
All right, okay, never mind then. Because
the whiskey wasn't special edition, but
what
the box it came in had some sort of fancy design on it, and they were charging a tenner more for the box with the special edition design. Because it wasn't a special edition whiskey, it was a special edition design on the box.
So they're charging a tenner more for that. Yeah, packaging's unnecessary.
Yeah.
You do fancy designs and packaging and big extravagant boxes and tins and stuff like that. To cover up for the fact that the whiskey's not selling itself.
Coming back to the whiskey.
Yes.
I have a good starter dram recommendation that sometimes you can pick up for £20 a bottle.
What?
Or £25 a bottle, say. And that is the Tamnavulin Red Wine Cask Edition. I've tried two Tamnavulins. The first one, the normal Tamnavulin that you get, I think it's perfectly fine. I don't hate it. See, especially for like £20-25 a bottle. It's a smooth, easy-going dram that does what it says in the tin. The red wine cask is the same, but a bit sweeter and just a wee bit different, and just enough to you know what? That's actually think it's quite nice, especially for the price point. I think it's
Tamnavulin is very much for me. Is very much meh.
It might be meh, but they're not. They're but it's also cheap.
It is cheap.
You know,
I mean, like, if you're looking at the price points,
see, if you're looking for a cheap and cheerful, easygoing dram,
Tamnavulin.
Especially if you're just getting into whiskey and you don't want something that's going to, put you off because of something being too prominent in the palate.
Yeah.
That's why I say even the red wine cask edition just gives it something that's just a little bit different and a little bit nicer.
So I'm kind of thinking, right? You was Aberlour 12
and 15.
And then from there you've then tried the likes of Talisker.
Well, I had already. I sort of round about the same time I'd had Talisker and your Glenfiddies, Glenmorangies,
yeah,
had Macallan, and then you're sort of, I guess, I'm just now going to go through bottles of whiskey that I've had bought for me for Christmas. So it'd be like your Dalwhinnie, and your Cardew.
Right. Okay.
So Dalwhinnie, Cardew, Jura.
Jura's one I'd say is that for something that's a bit more that kind of coastal style, like the island styles, Jura is a safe bet.
Yeah.
I don't find them too adventurous, but they're.
But that's what I find with Dalwhinnie, Cardew.
Aye.
I think they're all just.
Dalwhinnie's the other one I'm thinking of. The Diageo, the fancy ones.
Yeah.
But like Dalwhinnie 15.
I don't try that.
It's Dalwhinnie 15's like the kind of their standard Dalwhinnie, and that's a 15-year-old. When you look at the price of other 15-year-old whiskies, it's actually, I think, quite good value for money.
So maybe Diageo isn't the big greedy bastards that you said they were.
No, they definitely are.
Oh.
But how did you get into the kind of the more peated side then?
So the more peated side, so it would have been Islay. I'm guessing, although Talisker, that had a slight peatiness to it. Didn't
No, it does. Yeah, it is. It's peated.
Bowmore.
Okay.
Because that's fairly available. So I remember starting to have a wee bit of Bowmore, and I had a bit of smokiness to it, and I thought, that's quite nice. So I think starting sort of there. Let's see what else would I've had that would have been peated.
Because Bowmore's one I used to like,
yeah,
and I don't like it anymore.
I don't know if I'd go for it anymore, unless there was something that was going to interest me. Their base range maybe not so much. I don't know if there was. I don't hate Bowmore. I'm not sure I'm that interested in them as well.
I've been to the distillery,
Uh-huh.
did a tasting there, tried some fancy ones.
Yeah, still
I
not
still thought they're kind of shite.
fair.
No offence, Bowmore. I did used to like Bowmore, but it's yeah.
I got a real taste for Isle of Malts when, actually, funny enough, I was it was my dad's birthday, and I think I'd like just started working properly, like not at uni anymore,
Mm.
and I went to Good Spirits Co. Funnily enough, and I was like, look, my dad likes Talisker, and I don't really know what to get him. I want to get him something that's a bit different. It's like, oh, does he like Lefroy? And I was like, kinda. And what about this? And I was like, oh, I've seen him with that before. And then they're like, all right, well, I'll tell you what, why don't you? We've got this. And this is sort of, it's quite nice. Different. It's Kilchoman.
I was going to ask how did it lead to?
Yeah,
Kilchoman?
so it was like Kilchoman, and I was like, oh, all right, and it was in the blue bottle. And I thought, oh, it looks quite nice with the gold filling there. I thought, oh, that's it. How much is that? And it was like, I think at the time it was like £45.
Is that the Maccabi?
Yeah,
Mm.
like so. I don't think they had their full range even sorted at that point. It was literally just the blue bottle, maybe two other ones that were at slightly higher price points. And I thought, right, well, okay, I'll go for the blue one then. We'll get that. It's just the blue one. I just remember it being blue, so it probably was like the Maccabi, or you know.
No, it would have been the Maccabi.
Yeah, so I was, so go, take that home. We gave it, and I said, oh, we need to let us have a wee dram of that out it and stuff. So I mean, it's lovely, that is actually, isn't it? I like that it's got peatiness going on, but it's not so Lefroy-y, you know. So yeah, so I think like from there, and yeah, that was definitely one, because like I say, I even remember going and buying that bottle for my dad, and then trying it later. So, and my dad going, oh, that's fucking lovely, that as well, you know. So, so it's everything comes back to Kilchoman with me. And speaking of,
I mean, yeah, like it comes back to go home, and you haven't mentioned Arden and Merkin yet. You usually mention them every episode.
No, Arden Merkin is really new, so I'm not even going to bring them up today.
But yes, Kilchoman.
I've got a fun starter dram story for you with Kilchoman as well, because I don't know what my brother-in-law's wife is to me. Is that my brother-in-law's wife?
Your brother-in-law's wife,
yeah,
would be your.
Is it my sister-in-law?
Sister-in-law.
Is that still?
If not your sister.
Is it? Oh, no, because it's the wife's brother.
So it's your sister-in-law.
So it's still my sister-in-law. Is that how that works?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. Well, my sister-in-law, she was saying that, I think she did, like, it was like Sarah's birthday or something, or some other event had happened, and it had been like it was like her granddad's anniversary, I think. And he always had a wee dram. So I never really liked anything though, but I would like to have a wee dram to sign and remember. It's like, I've got just the thing. So I got the Kilchoman Snake out, and poured the wee dram. Said, see how you like that. If you want, put a wee bit of water in it, and she's like, oh, you know what? I don't really like this, but this is lovely. And I was like, yeah. So that's like, I just think Snake's just such a great dram, man. It's great for everything.
The first
great
time,
for newbies, great for people that love whiskey. It's just a great dram.
The first time I tried the Maccabi, didn't like it.
No.
The next time I tried the Maccabi, still didn't like it.
Right.
First time I tried Snake, it was like, oh, it's interesting. That's not bad, but it was only not bad. But now I love it.
Yeah. Oh, we have a disclaimer that we have to make.
Do we?
Yes. About the batch strength Snake, because we tried it again at my son's first birthday.
Yeah,
and it has changed since the bottle had been opened. And before we spoke about how we weren't getting as much of the
smoke, because it was all sweetness.
Yeah, the smoke is there. That baby needs some time to breathe before the smokiness comes out of that dram.
It was quite surprising, wasn't it?
Yeah, I was like, oh, there it is. We found it. It was here the whole time. It was just needing to be oxygenated.
Yeah, it was just kind of underneath a big blanket of sugar.
Yep.
But I now it tastes like an amped up version of
the
Snake. Yeah.
Yep. And it was even lovelier.
Yeah, it's good.
It's damn good. It's damn good. So that was our disclaimer about the Snake batch strength, and maybe sometimes don't even trust what you taste in a whiskey. Just straight off the bat, sometimes that baby needs some time to be opened and breathe, and see what you can find in it from there.
Also, not long ago, actually it was just after a Glenfarclas tasting, I finally got you to try the Coleman PX. And what did you think of it?
I thought it had sweet and it had smoke and it had not much else.
Yeah, you didn't like it.
No, I didn't care for it.
I was disappointed about that. I thought you would have loved it, but no.
What did you think of it?
Not as good as what I remember.
Yeah.
But again, with what you were saying there wasn't much left in that bottle. And I don't know how long that bottle has been sitting there.
I know. I mean, you don't really know with the pot still. That could be there for months. It could be there for days.
Yeah.
Just depending on how busy they are and, what's selling for them and, so. Yeah. Aye. Just a massive disappointment for me for the PX
it's like,
when I tried it.
I don't know if it's one of these ones because I've talked about it quite a few times. I've hyped it up too much for you.
It could even have been by that point that my palate was just wore out with the whiskey we'd had.
Yeah.
But then again, we had the the Craigellachie.
The Craigellachie Bass Armagnac, the 13 Bass Armagnac.
And I thought that was fucking delicious.
It was pretty good.
It was damn good.
And it's very different from the standard 13-year-old that they do. It was like...
Appley.
It was like apple pastry, like apple turnover.
It was...
But there was like savoury notes in there as well. I've
got notes on it, but it's doing the camera right now.
No. That's one. I have a couple of bottles of Craigellachie. I do want to use one of them at least for doing a review because the other ones
coming at some point.
Yeah, Craigellachie is very good. No, I wouldn't say it's a beginner dram in any way because it's got quite a beefiness to it.
Right.
I wouldn't say try that for the first time, like as your first whiskey or something like that.
Yeah,
no.
fair.
But Craigellachie is very good.
Fair.
However, that tasting we were at that night, Glenfarclas.
The 10. The 10 is a breakfast dram.
Yes.
Glenfarclas 10 is a breakfast dram, and it's a mighty delightful breakfast dram. And yeah, I would recommend that to a newbie for sure.
Yep.
Ironically, I would also recommend the 25.
Yep.
Because nobody's going to hate that. So if you have £200 to spend on a bottle of whiskey that that you're not sure if you're going to like whiskey.
That's the thing. See, the 25-year-old, I'm sure that's come down in price. I remember looking at that before, and it was more expensive.
Yeah. But we're going to talk about that separately. We're going to talk about the whole Glenfarclas separately after we've recorded this.
Probably.
Yeah.
But yeah, Glenfarclas 10,
Glenfarclas 10,
a good shout.
That'd be a good beginner dram for you as well.
Beginner dram, but you're like, I want to try a heavy sherry.
And
because it's all sherry.
Again, it is coming in at that price point of just about, is it just about £40-ish for?
I think, yeah.
Maybe 45 to
something like that.
So it's about that area. So it's a bit more expensive than I would say like the Tam de Villain or
yeah,
or even your Lefroy 10.
But it's a different class.
Yeah, it's a different class. It's a very classy dram. Yeah. Is there any other beginner drams you can think of? I guess you've got all your shitty blends that people have that, like your Bells, your Grants.
No, don't even talk. No, sorry. But
I would recommend avoid them if you actually want to get into whiskey and find out what it's about. Although I'm saying, Glenfiddich Glenmorangie is a beginner dram, it is, but it's, because it's toned down enough for you to appreciate it without being scared off.
Yeah.
I feel like White Mackay, Bells, Grants, all that stuff is just... It's just cheap rubbish that you shouldn't ingest.
Well, the thing is though, like most people who say aren't into whiskey don't like whiskey because that is stuff like that they've tried.
Yeah, because that's what's available.
Yeah,
Your grouse.
widely available in every single pub.
Yeah.
Let me see, a knock 12, Arran 10.
Yeah.
They're ones probably the top of my list of things to recommend.
What about Tom and Tool for the Gentle Dram?
The Gentle Dram.
The Gentle Dram.
See,
Tom
and Tool do have age stated releases, and they've also got their non-aged like small batch ones. Same as like most distilleries have done. It's like kind of cask experimentation, and some of them are quite nice.
Yeah.
And they're a low price point as well. Again, you're talking about kind of 35, 40 quid maybe. But
one's just came to me, and it's one that I've had bought for me, much like the Dalwhinnie and the Cardew, and it is the Auchentoshan, because it's cheap. I don't like it. At the last Whisky Festival, I tried most of what Auchentoshan was offering. They had like a special red wine cask, and I was like, oh, maybe I'll like that, because I like the Tam na Bhfuiln red wine cask, and that's kind of similar price point. It might be okay. And I tried it, I didn't like it. I tried another Auchentoshan. I was like, no, you know what? I don't like Auchentoshan. I just don't. I don't like what they're doing or what what's there. It's no for me.
Yeah. I'm the same opinion. I don't rate them.
No
offense to them. It's not for me.
I know you also don't rate Tam na Bhfuiln, but at least I can say, but I like it. Auchentoshan. That's a Tam na Bhfuiln. I would give a 5 for the red wine and maybe like a 4 for the normal, where it's okay. But the Auchentoshan, it's down at like a 2 or a 3. That's just I don't like what they're putting together or putting out there.
Yeah, Tom and Till, Tullibarden, Deanston. Would you say Deanston would be a good kind of sort of entry level for like a kind of a good quality?
I've not tried enough Deanston to know. I can't recall. I've tried Deanston. At the minute, I'm struggling to recall what Deanston tastes like.
We have talked about it. Some episodes we want to go to distilleries.
Yes.
Do a wee tour. Deanston is one I want to do. It's not far away.
It's just up there. It's even closer for me. It's 20 minutes down the road for me.
Because it's just like literally 2 minutes up the road from Blair Drum Safari Park.
Yep.
Literally 2 minutes.
Yeah, so it's about a 25-minute drive for me.
I don't mind Deanston, but again, it's one of these ones I haven't had enough of it. So I think going to the distillery and try as much as you can.
Fair. You know who's putting out an entry-level dram that I guess I wouldn't really say was a beginner distillery, although you might disagree maybe? Loch Lomond.
Loch Lomond, aye.
Loch Lomond have... I don't even think it's their 10. They have a different dram for just general sale in shop, and I think they do sell their 10 as well. Some places sell their all
because they've got it's the Loch Lomond 12 out of their
Right.
core range. There's the
Right.
12, but then you've got 2 other versions of that. There's the Inch Murren
Right.
and the Inch
Not Murren.
Inch Murren and Inch Moan or something
Right.
like that. It's named after the 2 islands that are in Loch Lomond,
Right.
and one of them is peated. The other one isn't, but it's like they're slightly different takes on the 12-year-old.
Right, okay.
So they're ones to explore.
Maybe there's a 10 that I've seen in the shops.
No, I think there might be.
And that might be the one that I'm thinking. It's like a white. I can see it. I can envision the passion. It's like white, sort of like a white.
keep saying white.
The cardboard is white. You know what I mean?
No, I know what you mean. I think the Scotland next to me actually. So
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Going to the co-op and I'm seeing it.
aye.
Yeah.
So,
I don't know if I've tried it, but I can't imagine it being too bad. Loch Lomond stuff's pretty good. I like a wee Loch Lomond.
here's a wee. I like Loch Lomond.
Yeah.
I've only tried them more recently.
Yeah.
But they're very different. They've got a different style.
I really like their 18. The 18-year-old is very tasty.
If I'm going to buy a bottle of Loch Lomond, the only one that I'd actually want to buy is the 18.
Yeah.
Because you try the others, and side by side, you see the progression of them.
Yeah.
It's not like they're all totally different. It's like, no, it's the same.
But
it's the same whiskey,
out.
but yeah, it's
the
18 was actually really good. It's the one, if you're going to buy a bottle, I would say, because it's under £100.
I was going to say, for an 18-year-old,
Yeah.
the price point of it is only about 85 to 90.
Something like that.
I think you can get it on offer probably for about 80 quid.
Loch Lomond 18, I think Deanston 18, Lacheg 18. There's another one, another 18. Or you get them for under £100.
Yep.
And this day, it's a bargain because the prices of 18-year-old whiskies is getting ridiculous.
Yep. It's getting out of hand, really.
Yeah. No, it is.
But I think well, from what we heard at the Glenfarclas tasting, that's sort of some of the bubble of newer whiskies, I think, is bursting a bit.
Yeah.
For what he's saying.
Yeah.
Because they aren't doing age stated, and then people are looking at it and thinking, well, your likes of Glenfarclas and all these other distillers that are making good age stated drams for the same price as a lot of non-age stated stuff. And it's raising some eyebrows and questions as to why. And I guess you'll probably feel that way about Aaron, not Aaron.
Hardbeck?
No.
Macallan?
The single cask distillers. I want to say Abington, but it's not Abington, but it's down that way.
Annandale.
Annandale. That's the one. I was going to annoy me.
But that's the thing, I've still not tried Annandale.
I liked it.
I'm only giving an opinion purely based on the price.
I really liked it, but I do find the price point for them. I know that technically their distillery has history, but it's not really the same distillery, is it? It's they may as well be a new distillery.
Yeah.
Despite the fact, because it's reopened, it's not. It's the same place, but let's be honest. There's going to be if you had an Annandale from long before they shut, which I don't even know how long they've been shut. I know it's been a while, but they're probably going to have nothing at all in common with what their new range is.
No, it will be entirely different.
But I liked it when I tried it. I'd like to try it again. I'll need to revisit it.
Hopefully, if they're at Hampden.
Yeah, if they're at Hampden, we'll.
Because there's obviously ones that I now know I've tried pretty much everything they do. I don't need to try any more of them.
Yeah.
Try and be sensible about it. Don't just try every whiskey from every
you
stall.
tried that before. I was sensible the last time. You think the only one you missed was Ardbeg though for yourself the last time, but I was sensible enough not to retry things that I'd already had the last time around, which was great, especially when we went to the Ardnamurk stall again and you tried the entire range again.
Of course. Here's another one I'll recommend.
Yeah.
Glencadam.
Glencadam for a starter dram?
For a starter dram, Glencadam 10. It's coming into my head because doing the votes for the OSWAs, Online Scotch Whisky Awards. Get your votes in. Because that's coming up soon. Is it the 1st of November, I think it is, it's on. I think it's for the first category. Was it the best value? That was one of the suggestions. Oh, sorry.
Sorry, just so it's more directional.
That was one of the suggestions. I love Glencadam.
Yeah.
Glencadam are one of
I
my
can't-
favourite distilleries.
I don't think I've tried that
We will
Glencadam.
try several. I have
I
quite a
might
few.
have tried the Glencadam maybe once, but not.
Very tropical.
You know what was again?
Oh, sorry. I just need to throw a wee curveball.
Go for it.
Ardnamurchan Midgie.
The Midgie. You would recommend that for a starter?
Not the standard AD,
No.
because that's still a bit kind of, that complex.
That's unusual and
There's a
different
lot,
and complex,
there's
yeah.
a lot going on there. It could put people off. But the Midgie, which is now in its second version,
Yeah.
and it's going to be slightly different from the first version. I never got to try the first version, but I found that to be so rounded, so balanced, and just very, like, dangerously easy to drink. I would say if you want something a bit different but very approachable,
Go for that.
go for that.
Fair.
But they're, I think, fairly limited releases. Not like the most limited releases, but because they still bottle quite a lot of it. But there's just,
Yeah.
it's going to differ each year.
Mm.
And once it's gone, it's gone. It's not like if there's like Glenlivet 12, you're going to find it everywhere constantly,
Yeah.
and it'll be the same stuff. It's not going to be like that. But it's one of those ones, if you want to try something, if you're going to be a wee bit more adventurous, try that. If you like that,
Give it a go.
then try like the AD or something.
Fair enough. I've tried. That's something. There's something else I was going to say. And it's
I know. I'm sorry I cut you off and I've ruined it for you.
Oh no, it's left. What were we talking about immediately before? Glencadam. I think I've tried Glencadam maybe one. Right. I got it. I managed to retrieve my train of thought. So, before when I was sort of maybe just a wee bit older and a bit more starting to get into my whiskey, and it was my cousin Angela's wedding, not from your side, so it's not your cousin, if you know what I mean, just my cousin.
Yes.
So, and she got married up in Drimmen,
Right.
at is it the Loch Lomond Hotel? Is that what it's called? Big fancy hotel in Drimmen. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I think so.
Do you know Drimmen?
Not really.
Okay. Anyway, so big hotel in Drimmen is where Angela got married to Brian, and I went to the bar. And I was like, you know what, I'll have a whiskey. Again, it was maybe when I knew I liked whiskey, but I wasn't properly into it. You know. So on the bar they had Glengoyne, because Glengoyne Distillery, of course, is just along the road.
Yeah.
Which is another one we should visit. And
Yeah.
relive the Stilgane episode that was made there.
See if we can get away with
Filter through the header. So anyway, so I remember sitting and I'm going, that's quite nice. What have we got here? And there's just all the age-stated ones lined up in a row. So I started with, like, what is it, maybe the 12?
10. You
10.
get the 10, then there's a 12.
So I think I started in the 12. I think it was at 15.
They do. I think is the 15 not a newer one?
Maybe then.
Because they've got an 8.
It might have went straight to the 18 then.
Aye.
I think it might have went 12. I was, that's nice. And I had the 18. And I thought, that's lovely. And it was me and my cousin Paul, who does another podcast that I might be going on as a sort of guest for an episode at some point. Look out. His is a mental health awareness podcast called the Green Sunrise Podcast. So I've been in chats with him, so as I can go on his and do some shameless self-promotion. And also talk about mental health and my experiences with mental health, as well as, dealing with people in crisis as a policeman officer, and how I do my job is doing that, and what my experiences there is and stuff, and chatting a bit about that, and also about this sort of support or lack thereof for people in the police service and that sort of side of things. So yeah, going to go and chat about that at some point, make a guest appearance on his podcast, I think. At least we're in chats. We'll see if it comes to anything, but anyway, Anyway, so I sat with him
Right, cool.
at the wedding, and we were just going through the drums, and I think we got up to the 21-year-old. I had that, and I remember going, "Oh, that is lovely." And then I remember at the time going, "Oh, how much is that a dram?" And it's like £8 a dram. I was like, "Oh, that's expensive." That's not expensive now. I don't think that's even. I don't even think that's expensive now. That'll have been over 10, 12, maybe 12 years ago. So
it's not going to be £8 anymore. It's not going to be £8.
It's definitely going to be fucking £8 anymore. You're going to be talking about £20 at least a dram for a 21-year-old. But I remember it was smooth as a baby's arse, and it went down far too easily. And I was already half cut, so I probably didn't even appreciate it as much as I should have.
See, Glengoyne's one.
You know, I don't really hear a great deal about it.
I keep forgetting about them.
I know. That's
which is terrible.
It is.
Because they're only up the road and they're nice.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit on the pricier side these days.
Mm-hmm.
But one thing that's always confused me about Glengoyne.
Got into their head.
One thing that's confused me about Glengoyne, though, you've got the 10-year-old and then the 12-year-old, which is a higher percentage and isn't much more expensive, like not much more at all. So it's like,
well, then stop complaining and just buy the 12.
Exactly. So what's the point in the 10?
I wonder if it makes a difference when they market it abroad.
Maybe.
You know, maybe that's where it comes into play a bit more.
That's a distillery. We want to go there, but we've also got a tasting coming up at the end of the year. That'll be the last tasting of the year. I think that we're doing for Glengoyne.
Oh, is it Glengoyne?
It's Glengoyne, yeah. We've got the next one, which is in a couple of weeks, is
Kilchoman.
And then
Kilchoman, Glasgow Whisky Festival, Glengoyne tasting.
Yep.
Lovely.
Did a nice wee end of the year tasting.
Funnily enough, my dad grew up just down the road from the distillery in Strathblane.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Now I know.
Does that wrap up beginner drams?
I think so. I'm trying to think if there's any other kind of recommendations, anything else I can think of.
If you guys have any other beginner drams that you can think of that we've not mentioned, or that you think should be considered a beginner dram, anything that we've said that you are massively offended that we even suggested giving to a beginner, then get in touch and let us know. Put us in the comments. Like I said, we'll try and get back to everybody that we can. But yeah, beginner drams and our beginner drams, Aberlour, Talisker. I still don't even know if I would consider Aberlour a beginner dram. I don't know if I would even give it to a beginner, to be honest with you.
See, Aberlour, I've only had the 12. And I was very like, oh.
Yeah, it's that.
It's like,
the 15 was nicer. I think now that I've got a better idea of sort of price and stuff, I don't remember the 15 actually being that expensive when you consider the price of other 15-year-olds.
Yeah.
But I remember that being. I remember the 15 being nicer. Had a much sweeter note to it. And
you get more of that
tastier.
sherry hit.
Yeah, more of the sherry hit. Maybe I'll need to try and get them. Well, I've got a Aberlour in there. The now. We need to try that a wee at some point.
Oh, just remembered one more.
Yeah.
Glasgow 1770 triple distilled.
The breakfast dram.
The breakfast dram. There you go.
That's
and the original. The original as well, I would say, are probably actually quite good.
Good beginner drams, yeah.
Good beginner drams. Maybe a wee bit higher percentage alcohol for some people, but the triple distilled, Jesus Christ, that is, it's a definite breakfast dram. Not that we sit and tan whiskey at breakfast or anything like that, but if you were so inclined.
Absolutely. I think I'll come back. I think one of the nicest breakfast drams that we've already mentioned, probably for me that I've tried now, would be the Glenfarclas 10. That was just lovely.
It was lovely.
So
they didn't do one that disappointed. None of them were not nice.
No,
it was just the 20. Was it the 21-year-old? We were a bit kind of like, that's a bit different.
Yeah,
it takes a direction you don't think it's going to take.
Which the 25-year-old didn't.
No, the
But that was just
25 is like
deliciousness.
what you expected
Yeah.
it to be, and it was
But,
good.
But yeah, beginner drams. Yeah, let us know. And
Thank you
thanks
for
for
joining
watching.
us. Yeah.
As always, we do appreciate it. I've been Danny.
I've been Lee.
See you next time.
Bye.